So now we have a situation where everything has been done to build this power station. Planning rules have been changed and ridden roughshod over. Land has been destroyed. Every newspaper in this area, the media, has been turned into a propaganda sheet for EDF. Our education system in this county now promotes this project within their own material. Children having science lessons in Bristol are being told they're being educated for a future in a nuclear project which EDF have not yet committed to complete. And now, as it turns out, they still couldn't make that commitment because Arriva pulled out. Then they're getting taken to court in Europe, so it's going to be delayed for another 3 or 4 years if it gets allowed. And then finally, because they still couldn't raise the money, Osborne goes to China, and in order to get the deal he wants, which is for his friends in the city to become the financial hub for Chinese financial markets into Europe, which is going to make his mates millions and millions of pounds, in order to do that, and in order to get rid of this embarrassment, which is Hinkley C, he tries to persuade them to invest. Now, they won't say they'll invest, so he says, I'll underwrite it with taxpayers' money by £2 billion. So if it never gets built, the British taxpayer will then spend £2 billion to pay back the Chinese for all their hard work. The Chinese Nuclear Corporation, which incidentally makes nuclear weapons for the Chinese army, so is part of Chinese military, which Osborne wants to offer the building of our nuclear power stations too. Who'd have thought that 20 years ago, that we'd see a Tory calling Corbyn a left-wing extremist, going to a communist state and saying, would you use your nuclear expertise making bombs to build our nuclear power stations? We're sure that's secure. And by the way, we're still not happy about all that cybercrime that's coming from Chinese corporations, but we trust you. And we know we won't have the inconvenience of unions getting in the way when we're building it. But in spite of that, and Osborne appearing on television and saying, I have secured £2 billion deal to build Hinkley C, now it turns out that they can't complete the deal. Because China will only invest 30% and EDF are sticking out for 40%. And EDF have got nowhere to go, you see, they can't afford to build this place. So they need this extra money. So now, having said that they would make their final investment decision, and if there's anyone here from the local media, you'll remember we've been promised the final investment decision for the past 3 years. And it keeps getting delayed, and now they're putting off the decision again.